I want to clear up something that most entrepreneurs don't know or have been misinformed about. When forming a company, you have two things to think about: the legal structure and the tax treatment. They are not the same conversations. And depending on your state, you can form an LLC, a corporation, or a limited partnership. That's the legal structure that you want to form. And you form it with the Secretary of State. And the type of entity structure you form will determine how your business is organized, how your liability is handled, and how ownership is documented. That's the legal side. Well, the tax side is totally separate. By default, a single member LLC is taxed as a sole proprietorship, meaning your income expenses are reported directly on the owner's income tax return. By default, a corporation has double taxation. It is taxed on the individual level, and it is also taxed on the entity level. And a limited partnership also has a default tax treatment, which is to be taxed as a partnership. So each structure comes with its default tax treatment. However, here's where it gets important. The default status is not the final status. Most people form entities because they're thinking about how they want to be handled or treated tax-wise. You can change your tax treatment by electing to do so. So if you formed an LLC, for example, instead of a corporation solely to avoid double taxation, there's another option if it makes sense for you. You can form a corporation and elect S-Corp status to eliminate double taxation. You can also file as a single member LLC and elect it to be treated as a corporation for tax purposes if you wanted to have the benefit of that LLC, but for some reason you felt double taxation does help you monetarily. So business formation and tax election are two separate things. One happens with the state, and the other happens with the IRS. There are benefits and limitations to switching or keeping the default status, and it all depends on what you're trying to accomplish with your business. Some structures may make sense at one stage and create a problem at another stage. But the bottom line is, forming an entity is a legal decision. How you are taxed is a tax decision. You should have an attorney with the legal decisions and a CPA at the table for the tax decisions. Not assumptions, not copy and paste, not trends. Don't maximize it, what you want to accomplish with your entity structure, because you don't understand tax treatment. Save this video and share it with any entrepreneur that's looking to level up their ownership structure.